What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing? And I'm here today with a little last-minute movie review. As I mentioned in my community post, I finally decided to review the new Bad Boys movie, even though it's been a year late and maybe a couple by a month or so. But anyway, it was unfortunately it wasn't unavailable to me, so finally I got a chance to watch it. And in the back of my mind, I thought it wasn't going to live up to the hype, but boy was I wrong. But to me, I felt, well, in my opinion, I felt like this was a typical Bad Boys formula that I think made lived up to my expectations, and I was satisfied because I mean, if this is the way that you end the series with a fourth one, I feel like it went out the way they should, or just end it like on a happy note, and I think they did a good job with that. But as far as the storyline goes and the action goes, the action is just top, but the buddy cop stuff is still there. I mean, the formula worked for all the others. Here, it really was on top. But my goodness, there's one thing that I wanted to point out was, my goodness, what the heck? Martin Lawrence was just on fire in this movie. Like, there were so many funny moments that made me just go, what the hell is going on here? But man, I was mildly entertained, and just all that just made me just say, okay, this is the kind of crap that you would expect in a Bad Boys movie. This is what I wanted, and I felt like they did a good job with that. But as far as the storytelling, I will admit I loved it. Like the plot that darns all the way back to the first movie or the second one, like a good way to tie everything together. That to me was another sign of this is how you can end it. Like Captain Howard, who got killed off in the last movie. Oh! Now he's being blamed for using in connection to the drug cartel, but it goes a lot deeper. And then it was like, he was trying to uncover a trail of corruption within the Miami police. And of course, in the back of my mind, I was like, gee, I wonder who the corrupted man is. So obviously, I kind of knew who it was. Was the spoil? I'm trying to be as spoiler free, but if you guys have seen it, you know who I'm talking about. Okay. But man, I will say that was good on their part to just throw it all together and just say this is how it works. I wouldn't say it was predictable, but it was something I would was kind of expecting. And man, the sequences were pretty cool. There were some very creative camera shots. I did not expect to see in this. There was a couple of orbiting continuous shots, or very few cutaways. A couple of POV shots. Like I felt like I was out of a video game. I was like, holy shit, am I playing a COD game? Damn, that was clever. I really liked how they did all that. It was, I would say, again, not too bayified, as I hate to use that term, if you know what I mean. But I felt like that, there's so many innovative things that I picked up on in this movie, outside of the storytelling and all that good stuff. My one little nitpick is one part of the story is just, I felt like this was a little bit lazy, or recycling was what happened in the last movie. In the opening, when the first movie opened, they're rushing to the hospital because Marcus's daughter is having a baby. Here, they kind of swapped roles, where now the boys are driving to a wedding, but not just any wedding, it's Mike's wedding. And then somehow both of them end up with having near-death experiences. In the last one, Mike got shot in a drive-by. Here, Marcus suffers a heart attack at Mike's wedding. And then, of course, you're like, oh, my God, do you really have to put us through that movie? But, I felt like there's a little bit lazy just doing that. But I will admit, one thing that had me in stitches was them going back to the same convenience store. And of course, Marcus saying, "Hey, I need some Skittles. Hey, I'm gonna get ginger ale and some Skittles." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" They had to bring that joke back. I love that. Okay, one of my favorite scenes from the first Bad Boys movie. Man, oh my God! But yeah. Outside of some little callbacks and little fun things, that again, the comedy was there. The action sequences were great, very creative stuff. All around, I felt like this was a good conclusion. If this is the final Bad Boys movie, I mean, exceeded my expectations outside some small nitpicks, but everything else I felt was pretty good. I loved it. Okay, so yeah, with that in mind, after all this time, I would say it's a fine Bad Boys movie. I would say slightly better than, in my opinion, than the last one, but that's just me. So with that in mind, I'm gonna give Bad Boys Ride or Die. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it maybe. You know what? I gave the last one 8.5. I'm gonna give this one a slightly better score, but maybe I don't know. I'm probably gonna leave it at 8.5 for now, and I might just I'm just gonna rescore my old one. Just give that one a hard 8, and if that makes sense. But outside of that, enough of my rambling. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you've not seen Bad Boys Ride or Die, please go check it out, okay? I believe it's available on Netflix, all right? That does for tonight. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome, exciting content.